Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. I hope you're having a fantastic time. My name is SoothingFilly, and welcome back. We are here on the GNU server, pretty much right where we left off at the end of the last episode. We will be continuing this sort of wall along there and sort of flying around and having a good time with that. But I sat there, I logged back on. I'm sitting here rubbing my hands together, going, "Oh." Right, what are we going to do today? What is this episode going to be about? What should we do? And I had a look at this. Now, this was created by one of my OG Patreons, Arthur the Last Ancient. He is a good friend of mine, actually. We've been playing together since the old days, or OG days of Nationcraft. And when I first started a world, story time, guys. And let's go in and have a talk. So when I first started this world, we literally launched, and Arthur came on with me and sort of helped set it up. Now, this is a little shed he built for himself for an AFK fisher. Now, I don't really use these things. I'm not entirely completely sure how they work. I think I point at the block. Yeah, and you can sit there like this, and there's a whole program. I think I'm probably doing it wrong. But if I aim here, then it should automatically AFK fish for it. Give me it. Thank you. It should automatically AFK fish. Now, as I say, I don't really use these, but Arthur did, and his sort of original help, getting tools and getting to the nether and all of that jazz, was absolutely invaluable. He set up that glorious little paper farm over there, which has helped us make look. Wow. Thanks. Do you know what? I actually planned to say, oh, wow. Okay, well, goodbye, people, I guess. Hang on, let me see if I can fix this. Well, I'm not going to call it the most glorious fix in the world, but, we've started. We've made a start. The point is, I was actually going to, later on, we were going to be talking about how creepers kept coming up and blowing up Arthur's little shed. I've had to repair that shed so many times because creepers just keep wandering up. So, yeah, case in point, proven right there. Anywho, as we were saying, he's come on board and he made himself this little shack. Now, obviously, this has gone to more of a single-player world since then. I play mostly on my own. Occasionally, I update it to the realm, and we sort of have a mess around, and I sort of play with the team members. And there's actually going to be, hopefully, some more news on that sort of thing later. First, though, I think it's a good idea. Why don't we spruce this up a little bit? Arthur, as a Patreon, is entitled to have his own story, you could say, his own little thing. And he's many moons ago now, when we first talked about him being a patron and what he wanted, he gave me some backstory for a character he thought would be a cool addition to the world. So I think, yeah, it's time, guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's update this shack. Let's give himself a little basement. We'll put some furniture in here for him. Let's spruce this up a bit, shall we? First thing onto the to-do list is to sort out this kind of mess down here. So underneath our underneath the hut here, Arthur has created a sort of an item sorting system for the AFK filter. And these are all very many redstone-y words that I almost know exactly what they mean. Let's see if we can put some steps down like so. I like that. That looks good. We'll put a couple of trapdoors down like this. Yeah, just to bring a bit of colour out. No, not like that. Not like that. I'm getting carried away. So, we need to somehow create some kind of... Oh, I've forgotten about this. Wow, yeah, this was the little netherwort farm that started. Since we were spending so much time here, we may as well have this netherwort growing. But I think it's time we kind of, if we knock through this a little bit and turn this into a bit more of a shack. There's going to be a character that lives here, and he is going to be have sort of work and research and a life that he's carved out for himself by the river. The idea was going to be is that he's a bit of a hermit. I'm going to have to refresh my memory and check my messages on what Arthur intended for his character. But I'm visioning some kind of hermit type person who was living here back when the city was old. And has or the house, I should say, has been private ground since before the city was old. This is actually now going to be more or less very near the center of Ankh-Morpork. The center is going to be there, and the city is going to extend for pretty much the render distance. Is going to be the full size of the city. So this is going to be pretty central. We can put like a a little farm in here. Might move some of his cattle up here because these were all put here by Arthur back when we were originally starting out. So we can transport is the word. We can move some of them. Move. Side note, I'm having to spend so much of my day today getting up and down and letting my dog out of the back house. I don't know if any of you guys live with Malamutes, but if you do, hit me up because, oh my God, is she a needy dog today? Bless her. I do love her though. She's fluffy as hell. If you guys have no idea what I'm talking about, join the Discord. We've got loads of pictures of her. We always share pictures and have a natter about this sort of thing. So actually, you should probably update that, let you guys know what's happening with her. So let's start down in the basement, shall we? We're gonna have some little hatches, which I think need to be a separate color. I might change how this bed operates or where this bed sits, perhaps. But let's go down here for now. So Arthur built himself a AFK kind of fishing filter sort of doohickey here. Now I'm not going to pretend to know exactly how it works, and I did have to break it to change these to be what are these, stone bricks? I prefer to do all my redstone on stone bricks because I will always, if I'm mining away, if I find stone brick, I will hesitate before breaking it and I'll try and figure out what's behind it. So it's just an old habit of mine. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and use a pale wood and stone kind of classic Minecraft look. So this kind of color palette here is what we're going to go for. And I thought it could be quite cool to do something like this. I am loving recently the stripped oak crisscross floor. So let me show you what I mean. So like so, you cover your wood and crisscross thing like that, and then you strip it. Although I must admit, it didn't look bad as just the oak blocks. We might have to do something like, what if we did this? Actually, if we took out back this, could we do something like this perhaps? How does that look? Something like that. That could be quite cool. Maybe you have an understairs sort of bit here. Yeah, I'm liking it. I can feel this being some kind of winning formula. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, cool. We'll roll with that. So before we do anything else, we have to light this place up. I'm not stupid. I'm not falling for that again. No more creepers down here, please. Thank you, Jesus. We're going to go with this as a basic thing, and I'm thinking probably back here. It started off as a what's this? Nether wart farm? Not wither wart farm. What am I talking about? As a nether wart farm. But I'm thinking if we half the size of this, if we just take out half of this, just all the way down like so. And then what we can do is probably shorten, if we get rid of the second half of this, we can turn this into a bit of a laboratory down here, a bit of an experimental thing. You may notice that along with Silentcraft's little redstone laboratory that we did for him when we did his redstone strip, I'm a big fan of having like secret basements and little projects and things like that. Probably because in real life, I really wish I had a basement or like some kind of secret kind of like workshop area. I think there's something missing in my life. One quick thing I wanted to talk to you about though is hidden lighting. Now most of you know this already, but if you go into here and you do something like, let's grab a couple of stone brick walls, maybe 3, grab some stone stairs, some stone brick stairs, and that's all you need. So if we do this. Now, I'm not sure how well the stairs will work. I'm thinking they may well block the light out completely. Yes, they do. But you can lay them sideways, perhaps. Now, I quite like, when you're sorting out lighting like this, to do things like this. Work with hidden lighting. We pop that there. And pop a torch here. We can sort of hide some lighting behind there. And not just that, you can use like things like brick walls. And they work quite well. We can pop down if we do this, pop down a brick thing here. Now the light will actually shine through that brick wall, even though it's not, it looks like a solid block. The light will shine through it. So we're going to do something like this, and the whole thing just starts to glow, but you can't see from where. And that, I think, is quite cool. Now, obviously, I don't even think mobs can spawn on soul standard. It's not a full block. So we're not really at big risk of mobs spawning down here. But I like this effect, this sort of glowy kind of deal. I think it sort of suits and works quite well. I think the roof needs some love next. Let's have a look at the roof. Now, in case this isn't already obvious, I'm not an expert at building things like laboratories, but I think this is quite a cool little thing that you can sort of play around with here. Just some basic sort of redstone-y type experiments going on. It looks like he's got some stuff here. This can also look like a hob top, like a cooker, but I think in this instance it just looks like a cool redstone-y glowy thing. That kind of works. Happy with that. Now, I think next, once we've got the basics down here, done, we can move upstairs and give this a little bit of love. It's here. It's finally here. We have the latest update has hit us. 1.15 Minecraft, the birds and bees. The bugs update, basically. The bugs are here. Now, this means a couple of things for us. Unfortunately, there is no zoom. We've lost Optifine for now. I'm not even sure if Optifine has been released for this. And also, we have lost our wonderful... In fact, look. Made for an older version of Minecraft. Actually, can I apply it anyway? Oh, I can apply it anyway. Will it work? I don't think it's going to work. Let's have a look. I can't oh, no, it is kind of working. Yeah, that's kind of... Right, okay. So that's all right then. It's kind of here. Now, there's been a couple of it's nighttime, so let's get some sleep. That's a new point. Down in the bottom corner, you'll see it says a respawn point set. We can now, in the latest update, we can set our respawn even during the day on a bed. So let's go and see if we can. Yeah, there you go. I got a bed on me for this very purpose. If I click this and just hit this, you'll notice it now says respawn point set. That is an amazing change. So glad to see that. And yeah, there's going to be several little quality of life updates and upgrades and things like that to this, which I'm very super excited to talk through and kind of explore with you. But before we get into too much of the 1.15 things, I want to just finish off Arthur's little house here. He's been a wonderful patron and good friend and supporter. You know, he's just been around basically. It was kind of all you can ask for from a good friend. So yeah, I'd like to finish off this little hut for him, and we'll see if we can polish up some stone around the outside and make it look all snazzy. And then we can see if we can go find some bees. What do you reckon? Shall we find some bees? Bees are good? Bees? All right, there we go. We are looking at something a bit more like it, I think. A bit more like it. So, we're going to get into the lore of this in a little bit, but let me just walk you around what we've physically got here. So, this is going to be connecting to the main streets and things like that we go down to the docks, etc., etc. The big bustling cities all out there, but we're interested in what's in here. So, we have a little garden that Arthur's going to be sort of like tending to. He's going to have like his wheat farm. He's going to have his cows that sort of, milling around in there. I'm trying to get some chickens as well, but they're proving awkward. So yeah, they're a clucking nightmare. So he's got like his little pond and his little garden and things like that. Arthur in the past has he had a massive, great big vine farm growing here, so I've kind of built him a slightly smaller one next to it now. So I think that's sort of reminiscent of our start in the world. This reminds me of when we got started and things like that. I was tempted to put that farm, like a smaller little redstone farm in there, and maybe I will. Maybe I'll do one in the basement. I don't know. I've not made my mind up yet. We'd give him some flowers on the outside, and around the side, I gave him a little dumpster because obviously no flushing toilets. So he's got an area to put his business there, of course. And if we wander back inside, we have a little bit of a living area for him here. Now we just need to very quickly boop Arthur's head back on there, and then we're just going to tweak it a little bit. So we do this. We're going to show arms, yes, and then we're going to be able to give him a fishing rod, like so. Good, awesome. And then we're going to see if we can pose him. Let's have a look. If we have a look at maybe pointing. I swear, pointing. Oh, we're looking good. Looking good. Maybe if we just rotate slightly, so just by 5 degrees toward. Awesome. Okay. that I think will do nicely. That's going to be Arthur's sort of fishing post, which I quite like. And he's got his little smokers here, so we can do. I think I might get rid of one of those and just put coal in there. So he's got that there. Might see if we can just make some sticks, make some posts. Thank you. We put like an item frame down there. Have we got any more wood? Let's go get some wood. So we really want a pressure plate. And if I pop, hang on, do we have a fish in here? Can I have a fish? Let's call it a little bit of cod. Why not? If we do that, wait for it, and then I do this. Boop. Huh? It's got a little bit of a chopping board to prepare his meals. How cool is that? Anyway, so this is Arthur's very simple kind of existence. He lives here, he does his fishing, he's got his thing. But Arthur actually himself, now when you become a patron of mine, I send you a message saying thank you and ask if there's any particular lore that you want. That's how we've got Dennis's Warriors Guild over there. That's why we've got people who requested dog shelters and things like that we're going to be building in the coming episodes. All this sort of exciting stuff. Now Arthur is a bit of a unique duckling in this particular method because he himself has an entire lore-based story that he sort of works from. Now, I've tweaked it slightly just to fit in with the Discworld, because he is known as Arthur the Last Ancient, and his story is one of the race of ancients, which unfortunately themselves are not in the Discworld currently. So I've kind of pushed him back, and he worked with me here and supplied me with an outline of a story of that, the ancient race used to be around in the Disc, but isn't anymore. Now, yes, I know if you're loyal Terry Pratchett fans, none of this will make any sense, and none of this is true. However, for the sake of argument, run with me here, it's worth it. So, here's the basic story. So, before the dawn of time, the Disc was walked by 4 great races of this world. The humans, the dragons, the Fae, and the Fae of the forests, and the ancients. Not much is known about the latter 2 races, besides that they were timeless beings with an uncommon connection to the natural magic that permeates the Disc. Long before the monkeys known as humans spread out across the Disc, that is horribly spelt, ignore that, there was a devastating war among the ancients. Little is known about exactly what caused the war to end, but it is clear that there was an event of uncommon magical potency that all but wiped out the race of the ancients from the Disc. All but one were killed in the event. The legend had it that he travelled around the world and settled in a little cabin near his favourite river. Scholars who I can't read this word. I'm rubbish at this. Scholars who study the legend insist that there's a grain of truth to it, and the river mentioned in the legend refers to the Ankh that flows through this very city. All anyone ever finds of this is this little cabin and a young lumberjack named Arthur. Arthur lives a simple life, protecting his odd little patch of land that he calls his own, looking for all the world like his grandfather before him and his grandfather before that. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the outline of the Arthur the Last Ancient story. I think that's quite cool. Arthur, I hope you like your little contraption. Do you know what? I really do want to put some redstone down here. So I think sort of between episodes next time I may put some redstone contraptions down here for him. But that's going to be it for the cabin in the woods that is Arthur the Last Ancient, guys. I hope, Arthur, if you're watching this, I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. Do you want to tweak the story? Shall we come and write another book? Do so. Let's get together, my friend. Anyway, so moving on to the second part of the episode, the 1.15 update. Yay! We are super excited about this, mostly because I play on some multiplayer servers, and there's been some terrific quality of life improvements to the game and how it works. Lots and lots and lots of tiny little changes. Things like being able to set your spawn and when it's during the daytime, things like that. And also, you can now activate your elytra on the up, so you don't have to be falling anymore, which is going to make activating your elytra on servers about 1,000 times more efficient. The main thing that we want, though, is bees. Bees. I'm thinking I might actually add some bees to this garden if we can find some. So let's dump our stuff. Let's sort of rearrange our things to tidy this mess up of this building that we've been doing, and let's see if we can go on an adventure and find ourselves some ungenerated land in this GNU world. Right, so we've got enough arrows, we've got some scaffolding, we've got a bed, don't really need torches, we've got some firework rockets, we've got some spare firework rockets in there, and an ender chest. Let's get ourselves a stack of wood, and because you'll be amazed what you can do with a stack of wood. Let's have a look down. One more thing we want to do, which should be, hopefully, our chicken factory has been doing some stuff. Oh, I miss Optifine. I miss the shaders. Even though the ones I use are nice and subtle. Oh, yes, we've got lots of food. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we're taking a spare stack of food just in case. So, let's travel off now and see if we can find some bees and bring them back. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go south. So the city of Ankh-Morpork is based on the northern tips of this is like a big ocean biome out this way, like a big stretch of water. It's where the end gate is. Now I've explored lands that way, pretty much all around actually, in search of iron before. Because I still haven't managed to get myself an iron farm. So I'm thinking this time to spawn in some new land and find some bees. If we head south and basically skirt this river, skirt this kind of ocean biome, because what I'd like to do is see if we can get the bees in the boats. If we can get the bees in the boats and then get them back that way, that's probably going to be a good thing to do. Although actually, now I think about it, I will have to do it twice. So yeah, let's see if we can find a biome, shall we? Now there's something you don't see every day. Look at this. It's a half and half ship. Look. How cool is that? Oh, Jesus. Wow. Okay. So, I need to find somewhere to sit down to sleep. So, all of the mobs spawn there. But look, it's a half and half ship. That's quite rare, I think. Let's see if I can land over here. Oh, God, I'm going to run into trouble wherever I go. All right, let's have a bed ready, shall we? I need it to be daytime for this. If I fly down, and then just literally drop a bed and sleep, hopefully. Can I? So a spider found me, but most of this should now be burning. Yeah, that's the way forward. Where are my game sounds? Are my game sounds turned off? Right, let's investigate this, shall we? This is so cool. I love finding weird things like this, like little bugs in the scripture sort of thing. I don't know if this is like, is there a chance that these will spawn? I'm just going to make sure that creeper can't get in. Actually, I might as well just murder it to death. Couple of bits of book, couple of papers, treasure map. Not bad, not bad. Let's take the chest as well. It's like an unwritten rule I still follow, that whenever you're searching for treasure... Oh! Whenever you're searching for treasure, it's polite to break the box. Break the box it comes in. In fact, let's have a look at that suspicious stew as well, shall we? Let's chuck out the birch planks. And what do we reckon, guys? What is going to be in this suspicious stew? Place your bets. Oh, what was that? Hunger? That gave me a dose of hunger for a second? Maybe? All right. Well, onwards to the search. I reckon that's quite cool, isn't it, though? I love these little weird things that Minecraft does. Look, it's almost like it spawned in a half a ship and then separately spawned another half a ship. What's the betting that this is a chunk border? Another village now, and I feel like we're getting closer to bees. We've moved out of the savanna biomes. This world was generated with the large biomes selection done, so all the biomes are obviously much bigger than usual. So after a long, long time, we've moved past the desert, we've moved through the savanna, we've done through another desert, and it's been said before, but holy frick, the village generation that just happens automatically on Minecraft. I know it's been like people have mentioned this before, but oh my god, I think it's gotten miles better. Oh, there was a door there. But it's just so cool now. You know, this is decent This is decent inspiration for if you're sort of fairly new to building and you're not really sure how you want things to look. This is a good place to start, you know? Even using like the terracotta and like the pink effects here, just a little splash of colour with the yellow. It's all good. It's all good. I really, really like it. Oh, I see. Is that a pillager tower? Do you know what? I don't think I've seen one in real life yet. Nighttime is not the time to... Let's sleep. Boop. Right, this is now, I think, our last stack of rockets. So I'm hoping that we can find some bees soon. But check this out. Oh, this is cool. See, I've found these before when I'm just sort of flying around in... It's like create... Oh, bottle of enchanting. I'll take those. Thank you very much. Can't hurt for that. String's always handy. Take that as well. I don't actually need everything in there. I've got crossbows. But like these are... Check this out. Do they have anything? Sometimes these have like... Oh, they've definitely spotted me. They have definitely spotted me. Sometimes these like... these generate in with like golems that have been captured and stuff. They're quite cool. Awesome. Anyway, let's go. Let's... Bees. We need bees. Bees. Okay, panic time. Time to panic. Woo! That was close. I literally just happened to pause it or just sort of look at my thing and I noticed that. Oh, I am so far away from anything. This would not have been a good time to fall to my death. I would have lost everything. That would have been it. Oh my god, that was so... I am thousands of blocks away and I don't even know in what direction I am from my home anymore. This would have been such a bad idea. Oh, okay. Probably best to... Is that... Did I just... Are you kidding me? It's a bee! We found bees! Guys, look! Bees! Hi, buddy! How you doing? Oh, you're going to be so happy in your new home because I'm stealing you. Guys, we found bees. Right, time. Let's set up a mini little base here. Probably just build like a little house somewhere so we can sleep in safety and figure out how we're going to get these bees home, figure out where we are. Now, we have a slight problem because the next 2 clips I have recorded, it didn't actually capture any audio. So I have a story to tell you, unfortunately, about what's happening now on the screen. And it unfortunately involves 2 bees becoming 1. You see, I used a pair of shears on this here honeycomb thing here to see what happened. And it turns out the bees got pretty mad. And yeah, one of them died. Turns out when you shear it, you get some honeycomb. Or so you get some honey or something. Hang on, what is it? I think I show you in a moment. But yeah, there you go. Get some of this stuff. But unfortunately, the bees get pretty mad and they sting you. And when they sting you, they die. So yeah, we went down to a single bee, which is a bit of a shame. And yeah, I'm a bit upset about the whole thing, to be honest with you. But we're going to plough onwards. We started building this house for them, so we're damn well going to finish it. Build a little base here because we're going to need that. We're going to need that beehive, and we're going to need that bee back at base if we're going to get anywhere with it. Now here we go. We have ourselves a fully functional little home away from home. I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good. I'm liking the way all the shape looks. It's got a nice few dark hints of dark oak. Oh, don't need that anymore. Dark oak and spruce sort of dotted here and there to give it some texture and to give it some flavour. Yeah, it looks pretty happy. Our little bee friend, our resident bee, is happy as Larry, sitting there with his flower and his beehive. We need to figure out some way now to get these guys home. This garden's all very nice and well, but we actually need to take this home and yeah, make it so that we can return with the bee, if possible. For that, we're going to use this boat. So let's go grab some, if we use some of our wood here, pop it into planks, and then we're going to pop that plank into a boat, and then hopefully pop this boat. I need something to prop it up on, ideally. So if we put down a block, any block will do. Any block will do. Pop the boat down, and now we wait. It's going to be a bit of a waiting game, I think, because the bee needs to come out of here and fly through the boat to the honey in order to get in it. This is the only way I know that we can capture them. I think they do respond to leads, but there's no way I'm going to have to hold on to that lead all the way home. I don't even know where we are, so we're definitely going to have to leave this thing in a boat. Oh, God, yes, get in the boat. Get in the boat. There we go, bees. You're in the boat. And now, all we have to do is smooth sailing all the way home. That's the plan. Get in the boat. We've got the bee. Get out, break out of here, and start rowing all the way back to the base, which we're not entirely sure where it is. But if we pack up our belongings here, take most of everything, yeah, I think we're okay. Should probably have grabbed that honey in hindsight. Yes, this is a recording after the fact again, because unfortunately the audio for this still died, so we're still working our way through it. But anyway, I'm not even sure what I'm about to embark on here. I think this is going to be at this point, we're still optimistic that this is going to be a straightforward trip home. That's, well, you'll see what happens next. So right off the bat, we found ourselves an ice biome. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but before we left the base, I said I'm pretty sure that the end portal is to the south of our island. Now, that end portal is actually beneath one of these ice biomes. So I'm optimistic that perhaps this ice biome is the one that could have the end portal in it. Not sure. I am not sure, but the end portal could be here, and if it is, the way I need to go is directly north. So instead of just sitting there, just keeping a lookout for signs that the end portal might be beneath, let's start our journey in this direction. Captain's log, stardate, whatever the date it is, very nearly Christmas. So we've been boating past 2 or 3 of those ice biomes now. And just as I get distracted thinking that I might have found the base, I get nailed by one of these guys, which is a bit of a pain, because the bee is now taking damage and trying desperately to stay afloat above the waves. But we need to, so what begins now is an epic battle with the forces of the drowned. I realise that arrows don't work too well underwater, and it's time to bust out the sword and shield. Speeding this up now because this goes on for a little while. Not only do all the rounds really get in the way of what we're trying to do here, but this bee would not get back in the sodding boat. He just kept bouncing around. Who knew? But bees apparently really don't want to be in boats at all. It took so long to get this fuzzy little beehole back in the boat. Get in the... Brilliant. Jesus, that took a little while, but I'm so relieved because I have cut off maybe an hour and a half of boating around and misadventures trying to get this sodding person home, and I am so lost at this point. It's been moments for you guys. It's been maybe, a minute, but we have been on the boat thing of this now, on this trip for literally over an hour, trying to get this one bee back to a base that I don't even know where that base is. Oh, this is taking a long time. I cannot explain to you the joy of seeing that roof from this far away and realizing that we are home. I mean, I'm in the wrong texture pack. I'll admit that. I was looking for the beehive in the standard texture pack. And there is a river. I'm here looking just now for a river that connects us to the base, but I am so thrilled to have found our way home. Right, let's go and see if we can get this bee back to Arthur's little hut. So we're home. We made it. It is sweet victory, sirs and ma'ams. It took us a while. But we got here. Now I need to be very careful about breaking this boat. If I can just 1, 2, 3, and breaking. And of course, the bee should hopefully follow me now. And it does not, obviously, because the first thing I need to do is find a flower. Bees are attracted to these things, so if we hold one in our hands, hopefully the bee should follow us. Now, if I had realised this trick before, I'd have had a flower on me, obviously, when I lost the bee in the boat last time. But this time it's fine. We get the bee. Oh, took a bit of damage. Come on, this way. Thank you. Thank you, come on. We've got to get you home, buddy. So if you come this way. I'm quite impressed with their tracking ability, I must admit, in 1.15. This is quite good that the bee doesn't wander off like sheep and cows tend to do. Yeah, but if we wander in here, pop the bee inside the gate. I'm pretty sure bees can fly over gates, so I shouldn't be too fanatical with this. Now here's where I make my big mistake. I just whack this thing anywhere. Happy bee? No, and I think, I'll move it. That is the bee stinging me. That is the bee signing its own death warrant. I just wanted to put this thing over here instead, and that bee is now, unfortunately, a goner. That is what you really, really must be careful not to do. Because, ladies and gentlemen, these bees don't survive that kind of treatment, even if you give them flowers. I tried everything. I followed this thing around. I was panicking. I was frantically Google searching on my phone how to save bees if they've lost their sting, and there is nothing you can do. Once this little bastard has stung you, then unfortunately it is going to meet a sticky end. It flies off, it flies away, and dies. All of that. I am, at this point, I am genuinely upset that we don't have the original audio, because at this point I am genuinely distraught about what has just happened, because I have tried for so long now, so long, to get this beehive for Arthur. So let's do ourselves a murdering of some of these things. I do not have time in this episode to go get you another one. Let's go to sleep. Hopefully this is going to be alright for Arthur, this little house. Let's pop on the proper texture pack. Yeah, I know it's not ready for 1.15 just yet, but that's okay. If we pop on the proper texture pack, Arthur the Last Ancient, my friend, this is how your little shack, your little Patreon shack looks. I have got you a beehive. I'm sorry about the bees. That's a weird lighting glitch. I don't even know what caused that, but that is a very weird lighting glitch. Anyway, I don't know what caused the problem with the bee. I don't know why. I knew that if I destroyed it, it wouldn't work. But there you go. So we always make silly mistakes. Oh, no. You can go right away. We're not having any of your shenanigans in this garden today, sir. Enough of the shenanigans. Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. This is going to be it from me today. Thank you for watching to the end. You've all been my absolute favourite people. Be lovely to one another this Christmas. And I'm going to see you all in the next episode. Adios. Now, bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.